Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's percolating. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning to the people on Facebook. Good morning to the people on IG. Good morning to the people on the YouTube. Good morning to the people on LinkedIn and Twitter too. Percolating. Get a vibe, stay ready. Truth in the cup, keep it strong, keep it steady. Pull up a chair, yeah. Take a sip with me. Good morning, good people. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, the love percolating. Yeah, Java with Jimmy. Good morning. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy. Percolating. Yeah, we in it. Yeah, we in it. Good morning. Good morning. Java with Jimmy.
Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me get this together here. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, and you were in the Java Cafe this morning. I am excited this morning to have a young man that's not a stranger to the Java Cafe. He's been with me at GBH. You all have enjoyed his food at the health fair from 2025. He did the food there, and I think and he did the food in 23, a whole cookout at the health fair in 23. And he is a remarkable young man with a story and a journey that is just amazing. And so for this We Need to Know Wednesday, I want us to get to know Manny Mervil, who is the curator, founder, CEO, chef, hustler, just embodiment of everybody gotta eat, and we'll learn how he came up with that name and whatnot. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him in because he's at work. I will say we had a little tech difficulty, and so we're going to work through that because his story and message are the central things we want to highlight today. So do me a favor, welcome back to the Java Cafe, Mr. Manny Mervil, and he is in there working. Manny, I'm going to bother you about one more thing with the setup because Instagram cuts us right in the middle. Can you put yourself right in the middle?
Okay.
And we got a severe delay. We're going to work this out. And if we need to, we'll bring Brother Manny back. Okay, there he goes. Perfect. Right there on Instagram. Manny, what's up, brother?
I'm good, man. Blessed.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. I see you got some additional hang time with the dreads, brother.
You know, they growing, man. You know what I mean? Drinking a little water, minding my business. You know how it is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad to have you here. And I'll be honest, we talk a lot, but inviting you to come today was based on an article I saw where you again were being highlighted. You've received a lot of awards, and so we're going to get into that in a couple of minutes. But I want to allow you to greet the audience, and then I want to ask you to give me one word for the hustle. How would you describe the hustle in one word? So greet the audience and give me one word for the hustle, keeping everybody eating.
What up, y'all? It's Manny from Everybody Gotta Eat. Shout out to Java with Jimmy for putting me on the platform. No breaks, man. Just keep pushing, keep grinding. That's what it is with the hustle.
It is definitely a grind. It's a hustle. I don't know if you saw, I think you did because we mentioned brother Jamal, but I had Jamal,
It's my
brother
guy.
Joey, yeah, and Conan on, and we were talking about, just the hustle. And so we're going to get into that. But Manny, when we were at GBH, we got to hear a little bit of your story, but we had other guests. And so for those that don't know, I want people to understand who Manny is and why you're so passionate about your craft. Food brings people together, things like that. And so I want the audience to know who you are beyond the partnerships and things you do. So who is Manny?
Just a regular guy from Newtown Court, Washington Elms Projects in Cambridge. I'm a family man. I'm a son. I'm a community guy, man. I'm just a regular person, man. But just, I got some big dreams, big goals I want to achieve, and I just want to help people. That's who I am.
And tell us like about your background, how you came up, family, what influence your spirit of like servitude in what you do now, and you've been open about other parts of your story as well. And so what tell us about like growing up and what formed who Manny is.
Um, my parents came from Haiti, late '70s, with nothing, and when they got here, they brought their whole village with them, got them on their feet, got them jobs, and they were always helping people. And I think I got some of that in my blood, and that's why I'm here doing what I do. It's not always about money; it's about how many people's lives you can help and affect, and then that in turn might get them to do some things like that too. So um, we're just trying to push the ball forward.
What out of from that growing up there and your parents, and that's a story in itself, just coming and raising you all as a family. From there, where how did you come up with everybody got to eat? Was there any struggle in between? And then we can get into the concept itself and what everybody got to eat really is.
So I started Everybody Gotta Eat late 2018, going into 2019, and it was mostly like just running around the restaurants eating like a food blog. I wouldn't really say too much about the food. I would just post food, you know what I mean? And people started taking a liking to it, and I kept doing it, kept grinding with it. And we started doing the cookouts, and that started getting some traction. And people started calling me for food, and I just started putting it together. I know a lot of chefs, a lot of people. So after a while, I just started marketing the catering. And from the catering, we kept pushing that, grinding that, no sleep. And eventually, we found ourselves at the pop up kitchen. And then recently in February, MIT with Everybody Got to Eat There in Chatty Patty. And we're still pushing the catering. We're just grinding, man. And it's not been easy. It's still a grind every single day. But you just got to keep pushing.
That is, and it's going to get us into another area that I know you can speak to. You refer to nonstop, keep pushing the hustle. And I need to ask you, as a black man, how do you balance the rigor of keeping your business alive? You said you're a family man, you have children, you have a partner. Let's move into the space of like, how do you balance, Manny, taking care of yourself so you can, keep the hustle? Let's talk to us about like self-care and mental health.
Whew, that's a whole another ball game, right?
Facts.
Sometimes we do neglect that, right? And I'm trying to get better with that. Sometimes I'm just resting when I can rest, trying to put the right team members in place so that we could take that time off. We could get that time with your kid or your family. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's really a big trying to balance all that. So I just take it one day at a time, and God always figures it out. So
How much does your faith play into your rigor and your because you've and we'll go into it and you can tell us I've seen you achieve quite a few accomplishments. How does your faith play into what you've been able to accomplish?
for me, God is everything, and we put God first. I got my angels with me, my mom's, my pops. So that's the biggest thing for me. You know, sometimes when things happen, I just gotta look up. Like I already know what that was. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing for me. God, my angels, and just good energy, good karma. I'm just putting that out there, and I feel like everything can come full circle.
In that vein, you just mentioned good karma. As I mentioned, we are black men. There's a lot going on in this city and in this country. You're a Haitian man. And I said when we were texting, like, I know you do more than cook, Manny. You have a well-informed, experienced opinion around a few things. And so, when you say, karma and things are going on and you being taken care of, that is definitely real. What do you say to brothers that may not have that faith, that are really dealing? We have our Haitian brothers and sisters that are now dealing with TSP, and these are some of the issues that I know you can speak to. So what do you say to brothers that are struggling? And then also, what do you say to your other Haitian brothers and sisters around faith, around, you know, uh, 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 um, holding on with so much going on?
I mean, first thing is getting down and praying, right? Um, just building that relationship with God. I feel like we've been through worse. We've been through some of our biggest challenges, and God got us through it. So I feel like He'll get us through this too. We just got to keep fighting. Um, that's what I say. We just got to keep fighting, keep grinding. And I really want to talk to some people about how do we help with this TSP stuff and people getting sent back to Haiti. How do we help? Because going back, man, it's not even an option. Like people are going through hell back there. You know what I mean? So it's dangerous, and it's not even safe for you to go back to Haiti right now. Like certain parts are cool, but if you're going back to the capital, it's really not safe. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need to do more as Haitian Americans and stuff, and figuring out how we could help stop that.
One other thing, Manny, that I know you can speak to, and I'm sure you observed it, is that across the diaspora, sometimes there's this, notion. We say black, and then we have our brothers and sisters that are able to say Caribbean black, Cape Verdean black, that piece. Can you speak? You said, within the Haitian community coming together and support, but what do you say to the rest of the diaspora, those that aren't of Haitian descent and those that may sometimes not appreciate the struggle of our migrant brothers and sisters? What do you say to the whole black community about us coming together and supporting one another?
That's the biggest thing, man. Like you go to Atlanta, you go to Houston. I feel like you it's love. You know what I mean? I feel like we need more of that out here. More of us supporting each other. More of us um, just just coming together. So I feel like it's something that we do need to work on out here. Um, it's been an issue for a while. Everybody's over here, everybody's over there. And it's like, what do we do to make that change? So that's why I created the cookout. You see me post 1 million people on my page. Like, that's what I do. It's been a while. I've been just working so much, but I love sharing somebody's stuff that wouldn't even get no shares. You know what I'm saying? I like throwing a fire emoji under somebody's stuff. It don't cost me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that's important to me because you never know who you're helping. So I try to give people a platform, whether it's the cookout, whether it's the entrepreneur, whether it's just sharing their stuff on Instagram. Man, I feel like we need to come together more and help each other. So it costs nothing.
It's a little bit of a backup, but I wanted to be intentional and not go into the name right away because I wanted people to hear other things from you. And I think that'll help them better understand the name itself. Everybody got to eat. Is that just about food?
No, it's what they said, double entendre. You know what I mean? Like, it can mean us all eating. It can mean us literally eating. It has different meanings to it, but for real, like even before I started, everybody got to eat. That's just how I always been. anybody around me gotta eat. I can't, you can't be sitting around me starving. How about that? You know what I mean? So I don't like that, and that's just been me since jump. Like, so it kind of fits me that I named this "Everybody Gotta Eat" because I always been that. I can't have me having money and my friends struggling. You know what I'm saying? So if I can find a way for you to eat, that's what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna keep pushing, and then you might help somebody else eat. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely do. And one of the ways that you demonstrate that commitment, and we'll get into this now, is you give an opportunity for a lot of vendors. You mentioned the cookout. And so let's talk about that. I've seen a lot of vendors from makeup people to artists to authors to there was just every type jewelry, clothes. And so
Yeah.
let's back into, if you can remember, what initiated the cookout? The first year, tell us how many years it's been, and take us back to the beginning. Like, where did it go from concept to just talk, yo, I want to do this, to like, you got a date, you got the permit. Like, tell us about the beginning of the cookout.
Um, so really, I always wanted to do chef battles and stuff like that. Something I'll still probably get into. That day we set it up. We put like 5, 6 grills out there. Everybody think they the best chef. We said we gonna do a chef off, a cook off, and that's how it started. We got 6 grills. We got the food for everybody, and we told them, listen, you got to marinate your stuff. You got to do everything on the spot, and let's see who got the best food. But we had so much fun out there, man. We never got to crown a winner. Every year we said we're gonna give somebody some money in the belt, but we never got to that because we have so much fun. And every year we add different elements to the cookout, whether it's the bouncy houses, whether it's the stage, whether it's awards for people that are doing good stuff in the community. We're doing backpacks, we're doing scholarships, we're doing haircuts. Shout out to Mo Bar. I mean, there's so many different elements to the cookout now. It's been love, so we just trying to bring us all together, promote entrepreneurship, promote different businesses, because you never know, we might get somebody that's in the Forbes list out here. You know what I mean? We just never know where it might go. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that we could create a platform for people to get out there and promote their stuff. You know what I mean?
How many years has it been? What was the first year?
I think 2019 was the first year.
Okay.
So, yes, this year be year 7, I think, whatever the year. Yeah, I think it's 7 this year. So, well, it might have been 2018. I don't know. I forgot. It's just been so long, man. But I think it's year 7 definitely. So,
Okay.
um,
What
it's
are you
been dope
adding
to
this
see.
year? I remember you had the low riders. I don't know if I'm using the right word. You had the cars. I've
Slingshots.
the slingshot. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The slingshots. You've had artists. I know Millie's came through, a couple of other folks. But the thing is, I see a lot of children there. Talk to us about your service to young people and families. Because as much as it's a cook-off, I see all type of ages there. Talk to us about the youth and the family piece of this.
I mean, growing up, I felt like we had more community events, right? Everybody knew everybody's family and stuff like that. And for us, the youth is everything, right? They'll come to this cookout, and some of them will start doing events like this. Some of them will start promoting businesses, how we're doing stuff like that. So we do the dance contest for the kids, face painting. They got the bouncies out there. They got so many different things for them out there because when you come to a cookout, you want to relax, chill, eat some food, and still have a good time. So you can have, and we have chaperones for the bouncy houses and stuff like that. So you could have the kids out there doing their thing, and you can still do your own thing. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dope to see the kids out there laughing and having a good time and just enjoying their time right before school, and they can get a backpack, they can get a laptop, whatever we giving out that day. And I love the dance contest because for a kid to walk around with 400, 500, shout out to Hulk. He started the dance contest as far as giving the money away to the kids. So that was dope. It's pretty dope.
The last thing I'll ask you about that is, and Manny, I put it, I think, in one of the posts about you coming on, and I've been tagging the city of Cambridge because that's where you're from. However,
Yeah.
we claim you here in Boston.
Nah,
Um, do you ever see? You said nah.
no. I'm just speaking. I love Boston, man. My sister grew up in Boston, so I played a lot of areas in Boston, Dorchester, Roxbury. They moved all around, so we were in foster care early, and then she ended up staying in Boston, and I stayed in Cambridge. But I got nothing but love for the bean. You know, I used to drive around here in my whips and just, it's just love out here. You know what I'm saying? So I met a lot of people from Boston playing basketball, Cambridge versus Boston, going to Washington Park and different parks to play ball. And then obviously being at the clubs and stuff like that, you build relationships with people. So a lot of love out here in Boston. And the pop-up kitchens right here in Hyde Park. So I love Hyde Park. Hyde Park is like, I feel like I'm in Cambridge, you know what I'm saying? It's just a great community over here. So it's love, man. I love Boston.
Now, two selfish questions. The first one is, and I've been bugging Manny about this. Is High Park on Uber Eats yet?
Oh, we're on DoorDash, probably starting today, man. We
Go
getting it
play.
together, man. You feel me? So, hopefully the machine's here today. I was supposed to turn it on a few times, but every time I don't, they're like, "Hey, you got to redo the application." So, we're about to be on Toast. So, Toast has all the apps: Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash. So, we're getting on that. It was just a lot over here, man. I ain't, when you got 20 people trying to order food in here and then your Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub's going crazy, it's a lot, you know what I mean? And it's a small kitchen, so we try to do the best we could do. And we're getting better, you know what I mean? One day at a time.
I mean, Manny, I know you're not complaining at all, but I'm saying everybody got to eat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
if you get DoorDash today with this weather, bro, I need you to text me because I will place I will
Yeah.
place today. Second
No,
selfish question:
yeah.
would you ever do a cookout in Boston?
So I've been wanting to do one for a while. I did the food festival at Reggie Lewis. Did you ever come to that?
I did not. The only one
Oh
you
my
cooked out
God.
at me was when we did the health fair a couple of years
Yo,
ago.
listen, we did a food festival at the Reggie. I should have kept it going. Some of my people was like, yo, find a better place, but I should have been like, yo, until we find a better place, we gonna keep it going at the Reggie. But the food festival, man, people was eating crab legs, people are frying lobsters in the back. Like the staff at the Reggie was like, we ain't never seen nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to bring back the food fest. You know what we did? We did it during Juneteenth. This is before I really knew about Juneteenth like that, right? And they're like, "Oh, Franklin Park, Juneteenth." So I said, "Hold on, I'm not touching this Juneteenth date no more because of Franklin Park and stuff like that." But I definitely wanted to run back the food festival at least to have something out here in Boston. But I would love to do a cookout out here, man. It's just we just got to be on point. Boston is Boston at the end of the day, and we just got to make sure everybody's safe and stuff like that because it get crazy. You know what I mean? It get crazy real quick. So, but shout out to Boston, man. It's nothing but love. They show me love. You know what I mean? So that's
I
what's
said
up.
we claim you. I was accurate, and I know you have pride in being from Cambridge, so I claim Cambridge in the location in the post. But yeah, we you let me see, Bosbridge
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. Nah, that's all good. That's all good, man.
Ameston.
I love
Either,
listen. I love the bean, man. I love the bean. We just gotta all come together, continue to help each other, man, and keep pushing, man. I feel like we got a lot of growth we could do out here, and so we gonna start it. You know what I mean?
absolutely. In that vein, and I'll get ready to let you go as we're coming up on a half an hour. But what's next for you? Number one, in a couple of days, I'll be able to DoorDash from
Yeah.
everybody in High Park. I know you got a spot in Cambridge or
Yes.
Somerville.
Yeah, we're in Cambridge at MIT, right there at Kendall Station. You can come right out, right upside the Kendall Square, and get right into there. Right now, the trains are crazy. People are taking buses. I don't know. But yeah, you know, you could come have a party over there. They have an event space, or you could just come get on your laptop and work. It's a food hall, so there's about 6, 7 different concepts in there. We have everybody got to eat and chatty patty in there, so it's pretty dope. You know what I mean? So come by, come have some food, come by, or you can come to the pop up kitchen if you're in Boston, and we pushing, man.
All right. The other thing is, what else did I want to ask you about? It was the pop-up. What's next for you? Is there anything on the horizon? Because Manny, every time I see you in person or talk to you, you're always telling me, yo, Jimmy, I'm about to do this. I got this coming up. Is there anything that you wanted to, I like to make drops and announcements. Is there anything that you slightly want to just let us know that you're working on next?
Right now, the cookout's the next big thing for us, man. On August 30th, we going crazy. Everybody got to eat cookout. A lot of vendors. We just locked in all the food vendors yesterday because August 24th, it's July 24th was the deadline, and we needed a few days to go through the applications and stuff like that. But a lot of different food vendors, a lot of vendors in general. We're at a new location on Sydney Street in Cambridge. We got it's gonna be dope, man. Definitely. And then
What time is it start?
same time, 12 to 6. You was there early last year. You wasn't even playing. You know what I mean? I feel like people come earlier and earlier now because they don't want to miss that vibe. Because like if you come around 5, like you gonna miss because it ends at 6. I ended early, just for public safety reasons. You know, we got kids out there. People get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wish we can go longer, man. You know, and go into the night. But you know, it is what it is, man.
Absolutely. So I didn't get a drop, but I know there'll be. I give you 90 days before we hear about right after the cookout. We'll hear about something else you're doing. So I want to remind folks that the cookout that everybody got to eat sponsors. This is the seventh year. It's taking place on Sunday. It would have been nice if Sunday, August 30th on Sydney Street. Remember, it's a new location from 12 to 6 p.m. And Manny, man, I want to appreciate you. I recently said to the folks over at the Real Boston Media, I called you or text you one day. You hit me back, and we had a 45-minute conversation. Encouraging, we're real. We talk as businessmen, we talk as black men. And then the next morning, I get on social media and realize that you had just catered a whole event, like for hours and feeding people and feeding people rather. The way that you talked and engaged with me that night, bro, there was no indication that you had just did an event. And so that stood out to me, man. And so we don't talk every day and all of that, but I appreciate the kindredship, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the bouncing ideas. I appreciate just your spirit, man. I wanted to tell you that somebody on Instagram had commented, oh, they're on here. I just jumped on Instagram. We don't want to miss the food. Someone said where his guys, the Real Boston Media said geysers, and then also good morning. I met this young man and his spirit is amazing. So Manny, I can attest to the same thing, man. You're just appreciated just for who you are and what you do.
Thank you, man. Shout out to Real Boston Media. Shout out to everybody supporting Everybody Got to Eat. Shout out to Boston Exchange, JLH Fund, JB, Lauren, and Drew Holiday, Manushka, Maisha, Jay, the whole team, man. Everybody behind Everybody Got to Eat, man. Shout out to them, and we pushing, man. We pushing.
So I wasn't going to. How can I frame it? How can one word for the importance of valuing Black men's contributions to the Black economy, Black businesses? You know where I'm going and why I'm asking like this. You mentioned it. I wasn't going to say nothing.
It's everything, man. People supporting people like didn't have to give me any money, you know what I mean? But they seen me grinding out here, right? And that's one thing, like when people see you grinding, putting in work, and God sees you putting in work, I think everything starts coming together one day at a time. So um, you just got to keep putting that good energy out there, keep grinding, keep hustling, and things come together.
All right, I promise this is the absolute last one. Will we see you in Philly anytime soon?
Listen, man, I talked to JB's mom. She said, "Listen, man, we in the suite. Don't even worry about it, right?" So for me, listen, man, who knows? Everybody got to eat Philly. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But they fan, man, and I feel like I wouldn't want him to go anywhere else but Philly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the city of brotherly love. They got Philly's hoods are crazy. You know what I mean? So I feel like they need someone like that there to help them too. So I'm I wasn't happy he left, but I'm glad he went to a town like Philly. They got LeBron now. It's gonna get crazy, and I think they're gonna do a lot for the community out there. So I'm excited about Philly right now. Who knows? I might get a crib in Philly. You know what I mean? One of my boys flips houses out there, so who knows? You know what I mean? And then I can go to the Roots Fest, Roots Picnic. You know what I mean? So Philly, man. I'm coming to get a cheesesteak, definitely.
I could see you taking over one of the spaces down there and scaling up a cheesesteak.
Listen, man, you never know. God is God's plan, man. God's plan. You know what I mean? So, that's what it is.
Yes, sir. Brother Manny, I appreciate you. I know you're there in the office. We're a couple of minutes over time, but love, bro. I appreciate you. And I'm so serious. As busy as you are, if that DoorDash thing goes ding, 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 brother, please text me
Yeah.
and I will be
We
placing an order.
coming, we coming, man.
Okay.
It's long overdue, so we coming. You know what I mean?
All right. I'll make sure folks know where to follow you and keep up with you. And thank you, brother. We arranged this Monday. I saw the article and I was like, yo, Manny, what are you doing? And we made it happen. So I appreciate you, man, and we'll be in contact.
Likewise, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the opportunities you gave everybody got to eat because you didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? So, when you call, I'm like, it's Java, man. You know what I mean? I think that GBH one was one of the first ones that we got. You know what I mean? So, that's just love. You know what I mean? So, you
All
see
day.
me putting in work, and you felt like, let's get him up there. So that's love. You know what I mean? A lot of love, man.
All day. It's all day, brother. So thank you, man. And I'll let you get to doing what you got to do so you can hook up the DoorDash machine.
You already, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, Manny.
All
All
right.
day. Thank you, sir. Peace, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Listen, everyone. I hope that you got a back view from or of why Manny moves the way he does and why he's so successful in his business. And I didn't really go into a lot of the food, but let me tell y'all, Manny and brother Jarvis from Lobster King, we had them come to WGBH in November of 23, 24. And that was the first time I ate on camera. Let me tell y'all something. My producer was like, yeah, you need to take a class how to eat on camera because we didn't get into it, but Manny's food, it just the amount that you get in plates, the seasoning, the flavor, the crispiness of the fish when he makes them, his partnership with D Burger, with Brother P, with the lamb burgers, almost made me cuss. Y'all remember the comedian Hamburger? Anyway, I'm getting off of here. It is 10:37. We're going to get ready to wrap up. We will not be here tomorrow morning. Have a very important meeting. We have some information that maybe we'll be dropping soon, not in relationship necessarily to the brand, but just something that the brand has been talking about for some months. And as I often say, y'all knew the things that go on when the camera goes off around trying to build equity, leadership, uplift the Black community. It's a lot. So anyway, I have a meeting about some things tomorrow at 10. Plus, we've been off on Thursdays anyway. However, I want to let you all know that we will be in the Java Cafe this Friday at 10 a.m. We will speak with the incumbent district attorney, Kevin Hayden, who is also a candidate running to stay and remain the district attorney. And so Kevin Hayden will be with us on Friday for a special brew of Java with Jimmy. And so please plan to come back Friday at 10 a.m. I think that's it for me today. Thank you, everyone that joined. Shout out to all the new followers that followed us over on Instagram. Shout out to Brother Brandon Bedlam Show Off. And he has some things coming up as well soon. So please keep an eye out for that. He will be with us one day next week. Brandon, I got a surprise for you. So I'm gonna hit you right after the show. I got to move the time for something, but I think you're gonna like what I set up. So that's it for me, everyone. We'll see you Friday morning at 10 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.